Today I'm going to show you 6 new mineable cryptocurrencies that can be mined with multiple types of different hardware. Whether you got a CPU, graphics card, an ASIC miner, whatever, we're going to be breaking this down. These are cryptocurrencies you probably never heard of. They would be considered low cap coins, and it wouldn't take much money to, as they say in crypto speak, send it to the moon. But just because it's a low cap coin doesn't mean that it's an easy 10x and so forth, which is why we're going to break down if these coins are good and worth your electricity, or they're probably the next rug pull. My name is Vosk on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I'm a full-time crypto miner. I don't know everything, but I hope I learned something doing this all the time for over 6 years now. We're going to keep today's video real simple. We're pulling data off of mining pool, stats.stream, no relationship here, just a website that I use sometimes. We look at the daily emission for top mineable cryptocurrencies. We see $18 million, over $1 million, $500,000 with the top 3 cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Litecoin, respectively. When we look at the new coins here, we're going to take 6 new coins. We're going to work our way up from the bottom here. I'll have a follow-up video breaking down these. You're going to laugh at some of these other ones though. Crazy, but we're going to focus on these 6 bottom cryptocurrencies here. So the first one we're going to be looking at is proof of memes, and they have a PoW token. So I'm going to share some of the evaluation criteria that I'm using in today's video. So for example, I'm going to let you know if I've ever even heard of these at all. And I want to say maybe I've heard a passing comment about this, but I can't say with certainty that I've heard of it. Looking through their mining pools, I recognize one mining pool, which would be Work PoW. So that's good. That's a good sign. We look at their mining algorithm. We see its ETH hash. I view that as bad. Yeah, you can sync up a graphics card and start mining. That's cool. There's a lot of ETH hash ASIC miners that are just doing a whole lot of nothing now after Ethereum moved away from being mineable. But what's interesting is when you look at this plus, this is merged with Kaspa, ALF, and RXD on the Work PoW mining pool here. And we recently talked about Kaspa being an interesting and newer mineable cryptocurrency. So, basically those are all good things to see. So they're built from the ground up for meme coins. And I know a lot of people laugh at memes, whatever, and that's not really the point. We look at their branding. They've got a logo. They've got a website. They're a layer 1 meme coin, proof of work blockchain. I mean, it's not the most glorious story, but it is a basic premise here. And they're not masquerading as something else or hiding what they are. Also, with all the available Ethereum miners, that is something to target and try to capitalize on. They are traded on Mexi. This is not a trustworthy exchange. I would never leave my coins here, and they have a lot of fake trading volume, but it is still an exchange listing. This also helps them get listed on CoinGecko, so we can see the current price of this cryptocurrency per CoinGecko and doing per Mexi. $200,000 in 24-hour trading volume. This is the only exchange that they have listed for them. In the last 30 days, that price is down 80%, and it bottomed out just 17 hours ago. But hey, it's a publicly tradable cryptocurrency. So let's dig a little bit deeper before we move on. We'll call this one of 6, right? So they have an Apollo mining partnership. They have hosting on DigitalOcean and that Work PoW mining pool. They have a merch store, which is good for their early supporters and to try to get, some simple organic funding into their community ecosystem. They have an influencer page, so they're seeking, just promotion and engagement on that front. Again, no one talked to me, paid me, or anything in relation to this video, just to be very clear. Then we got PoMG, expected to have a greater liquidity than ETH2, staking support for bonus PoM, grants governance voting rights, airdrop 1-to-1 with ETH 2.0. There's vesting for PoM and PoMG. How is the airdrop calculated? They're trying to reward and incentivize long-term holders. I mean, they're taking a lot of plays out of like the typical crypto playbook. They have some, forks of other things built on their chain, like PalmSwap. What is that? That's going to be a decentralized exchange similar to Uniswap and things like that. So actually, for a cryptocurrency that is less than 60 days old, I think that they do have a lot going on. Do I trust them? No, I don't trust anybody, especially something this new and unproven. But they've got a lot of things going for them. And when you see the other coins in today's list, Proof of Meme starts to stand out a little bit more and a little bit more. So let's move on to number 2. And we're going to have Atana Pi coin. Okay, Nappy is the ticker. Never heard of any of these mining pools. Okay, utilizing the mining algorithm Ghostwriter, which puts them at less vulnerability for a 51% attack compared to like an ETH hash fork, right? We go to their website, atanapi.org. It's a URL shortener. When you go here, there's nothing related to their cryptocurrency. They boast that they're powering 507 links, 906 clicks, and they have a whopping 8 customers. You're like, well, let me check out the bio profile. Sure, that's not about them. That's like a Linktree competitor. So, yeah, let's check out their blog. Where are the posts? Hello? Maybe I'll contact you. You got some details? A simple generic contact form with no details. So maybe they're on CoinGecko. No, they're not. Atana Pi coin doesn't have a ton of things going for it. Can't really get behind this one in the slightest. Looking for more details here on Mining Pool Stream. We go to their Twitter. They say don't trade their coin over here. It's a scam. 159 followers. They got some tweets from a couple months ago. They link out to this. Doesn't work. When you're like, oh, maybe they're using a different URL for their crypto side. That doesn't populate anything. Looking at their Reddit, 17 members, 2 online. Nothing going on here. Looking at the Telegram, 241 subscribers. It's an announcement Telegram. It's not, even a Telegram group with, members engaging there. So, yeah, a ton of Pi coin, not a ton of things going on. So let's look at the next one. Virtual Empire, VTE is the ticker. KPOW. Mining algorithm there, mining pools that we've never heard of, but similar mining pools referenced with the last coin that we'd also never heard of. Never heard of the coin, never heard of the pools. Same with the Atana Pi coin. So Virtual Empire is the currency they boast, using proof of work and proof of game. POG is a new way for gamers to participate in blockchain technology, play games. Till now, mineable cryptocurrency communities and gaming communities have been separated by a graphics card shortage. Well, that's no longer the case. So they have a desktop wallet I have not used or tested. Secure the chain. They need your hash to avoid 51% attacks. They list NASDAQ and OXT. Never used either of those. Don't recommend them in the slightest. They have a block explorer up, and they have these mining pools. They list mining pool stats as well. They have a white paper as well as a roadmap posted down here and a contact form. So let me pull up this Telegram here as well. Not a clickable link. Looks like just a singular account which you could DM. Which I'm looking for a group here. Really not just a singular person or account. Looking at their Twitter, not too much going on here. Less than 1,000 followers, a couple months old. They haven't tweeted in a couple months. They're utilizing a Ravencoin fork here. Ravencoin moved to KPOW mining algorithm a couple years ago. They're reutilizing that mining algorithm, so it's not unique, it's not proprietary, and it puts them at huge risk for 51% attack. So, it's not the worst that we've seen today, but not too much going on here. I don't wish any of these projects wrong or bad, but that's the situation there. If you've ever wanted a free mining rig, well, Now's your chance. There's been a lot of bad in the crypto market recently, and this past year has been tough. So we linked up with Coin Mining Central to have them give you potentially a free mining rig. All you have to do is enter the free giveaway. Links out down below. Have you wanted to do some margin trading? Well, then Margex could be for you. They are a centralized exchange that offers leverage trading, futures trading, margin trading, right? Getting signed up is real easy though, as you can see on the screen. Signing up is a breeze. Punch in the code VoskCoin to get a 15% deposit bonus up to $10,000. Cool thing about this bonus is it covers the fees that users would normally pay. Once you're logged in, it's real easy to make a trade. So let's say I want to short Ethereum. I'll use 50% of the leverage in my demo account that I have here. I can just sell at market and I'll use 10x leverage, and there we go. It gives you an opportunity to trade with more funds than you're really dealing with. It's not financial advice, and remember, not your keys, not your coins. So when you're done trading, withdraw your coins from exchanges. So let's push forward. Let's look at Keymaker. Keymaker has deployed 2 different mining algorithms, Curve Hash, as well as Minotaur X. Never heard of the cryptocurrency, never heard of these mining pools. We see a couple mining pools reoccurring here, so stick around. Keymaker coin, keymaker.cc, consensus fork, blockchain information, Keymaker and their key ticker, max supply of 27 ... I like to see commas, I guess, I don't know, I'm American, whatever. Max supply 27 million though, block reward 20, we have halvings, we have block times. These are some nice simple blockchain basic information which is appreciated for a proof of work mineable cryptocurrency. We've got a roadmap. It goes on into the future and it has some things going on. They're initiating airdrops, which is like one of the go-to plays for crypto marketing these days. They look at their partners, BlockSpot. They had this B exchange, Snowflake X exchange. So that's what they've got going on here. They list their pools up here. They've got the Explorer, which is going to show their details here. The network hash rate generally is trending upwards, which is good to see. Obviously a little bit of a downtick there. We see the blocks going through in real time, which is what you want to see, and a working blockchain and network here. We can see the movement of the coins and the current supply of 7 million. They have a top 100 list, which is something kind of antiquated. We don't see these too often anymore. I like them. I think they're fun, especially on new cryptocurrencies with some gamification there, right? So Bitorium Exchange is going to be their top wallet holder with about 3%. And then all these other cryptocurrency addresses, Keymaker addresses, don't really have any other details attached of note here without really starting to dig deep. Looking at their Twitter, 100 followers, couple updates here, but more regularity in posting than some of the other cryptocurrencies that we've looked at. I'd rather see low or barely any followers than a bunch of fake ones. So that's cool, fine, a little refreshing there compared to some scammy crap coin projects we've seen in the past. So that's the quick overview of Keymaker. Then we have Pink Chain, which is another ETH hash cryptocurrency. So with Pink Chain, we're looking at the pools, nothing standing out, don't recognize the coin. We look at the hash rate history, trending down big time. This has basically just completely crumbled and crashed. That's because when you go to their homepage, it's closed. The old team is no more, but since it's decentralized, since it's a decentralized blockchain, anyone can take over Pink Chain and lead Pink Chain. They wished all the best. Anyone want to take this over? Pancake Swap, right? So we have a Binance Smart Chain, BNB Smart Chain implementation integration here. Cross-chain bridge deployed. Bridges are great, but it's also scary. That's a big exploit point. So you may recognize Pink in crypto, especially if you have done a lot on the BNB chain related to Pink Sale, which was a launch pad for a lot of crypto tokens. So somewhere in this partnership, they brought a proof of work blockchain to market with the team. That team is no more. This actually would have been one of the more interesting projects, but without a good team, not too much going on there. They do have an audit that was completed by Cyberscope. Not familiar and putting, a bunch of weight behind that. But, it's disappointing to see that a proof of work blockchain associated with something that's been previously built has some kind of user base, has some kind of track record, has seen some volume, some success, and is on a very popular blockchain, the BNB smart chain, right? So this is something that, maybe a couple months ago would have been kind of exciting, but within those couple months, they pretty much have launched and died. But maybe it's like that dude from Game of Thrones, and what is dead may never die. We'll see if somebody picks this up. It could be something worth throwing the hardware at it, stash a couple coins, put it in the moonshot bag, and see where it goes. So let's move on to number 6, Evermore, and the VoskCoin PoW implementation. Mining pools, nothing familiar until I see Zerg pool. I'm not familiar with these other mining pools. It's a more distributed list with more blocks found and some network hash rate seen compared to some of the other ones. Evermore is a blockchain decentralized finance platform with built-in asset and DeFi primitives. So it's a proof of work blockchain focused on DeFi. They want to be creator friendly, support artists and issuer royalties on future trades of their NFTs. They claim to be secure, developer attractive, core development utilizing 10% of the mining development fund, distributed mining. It's GPU optimized ASIC resistant mining with 3 GB starting DAG size. So this would be one that would be great for graphics cards with lower memory, like a 4 GB graphics card would be able to mine this cryptocurrency. So, at face value, this one's pretty approachable. This one's pretty interesting, right? They've got basic branding. They have a use case here with $1 billion upside, but, getting there and the idea are obviously two very different things. With 161 followers, no tweet in the last month, and just a couple of tweets ever, that's that. We look at their Reddit, we look at their Telegram, and we'll pull up their GitHub, look at some developer activity. Not too much going on here on Reddit, but there are a couple posts. We look at their Telegram. They have an actual group, 300 members, 52 online. Then we look at their GitHub, and we can see that they have the Evermore code base here, the VoskCoin miner. So they have the miner deployed here publicly. They have their public code here and available. So again, not too much going on there. Keep in mind, oftentimes if you can mine a cryptocurrency with a graphics card, you may be able to mine it with a CPU, you may be able to mine it with an ASIC miner, an FPGA miner, even mining with your hard drive, depending on the algorithm that they choose. So if any of these cryptocurrencies interest you, I invite you to join the VoskCoin Discord server where we have people speculative mining constantly, or make a thread on VoskCoin Talk. I would love to, engage with you there. I'd be happy to rally some troops and, we can mine one of these coins for fun. We can set out and get a bag of this many coins, whatever, and kind of see where it goes. Spec mining can be very fun and enjoyable, especially in bearish market conditions or when a cryptocurrency project looks bad, but they've relinquished the reins, right? You have that pink token, and if somebody wanted to pick that up, now's a good time to mine it because it's basically nearly dead. On the flip side though, this is extremely risky stuff, and the only thing you may end up with is some memories and some experiences and a big electricity bill, no money, and some magical internet money, not actually mem, because that became a thing, but these magic internet token things that aren't actually worth anything and aren't tradable, they're illiquid, right? So I think this stuff's fun, it's interesting, it's engaging. I don't look at these and think that, wow, I'm gonna mine this and be rich tomorrow, but I could spend a couple days worth of electricity and maybe it turns out to be a real lucrative play long term, or maybe I find the next big thing. If not, at a minimum, maybe we just support proof of work mineable cryptocurrencies and keep that dream alive. My name is Vosk. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel, home of our CSO. That's our Chief Speculative Officer here. That's going to be Tails, our resident Dogecoin and Shiba. She's the cutest pup, and it's time for me to go pet that pretty face of hers. I'm going to see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.